Hey, good day, my people there. It's another day here, man. I just woke up and I want to talk about the conspiracy theorists and what they're planning about the Ukraine invasion and how to deter it from West. This shit is taking us too far. We are not children to be right to every single day. They are enhancing global digitization and global police robotics and AI systems that are going to control the entire world. Who doesn't know this? This is exactly what is happening. Boris Johnson is one of the most fake and useless motherfucker. What he did with his COVID government party, he finished his political career. Now he is trying to swindle the people's opinion from the parliament to getting busy with the war in Ukraine. This is shit, man. This nigga will not win. He cannot win. He lost. What they did to the resume is exactly what's gonna happen to him. This nigga should know that. Nobody cares about who he is anymore. The UK government at the moment is struggling with the Brexit implications, so he doesn't have budget for military, and he cannot go to war if America doesn't want to support it. The NATO. America is the largest contributor of the NATO military arsenals and logistics, and every single other European member hides itself at the NATO program. So Boris Johnson is just a toothless dog moving around up and down, putting the dick up and down, and he doesn't have anything to offer. We got the real motherfuckers, man. The Biden is a real one, man, but he's a sleeping Joe. If Trump is in power, he would have gotten a good deal with Putin and make it a business to win-win situation. Not too much diplomatic communication talks here up and there. That shit is not going to take you anywhere, my nigga. There's so many things that are taking place people don't understand behind the curtains. Right now, because of this crisis in Ukraine created by Russians, people are deploying missile defense system, air systems. And who are the main manufacturers of these systems? It's America and Russians. Maybe UK, G7 countries, they have defense systems. But the rest, they're naked like a woman on the beach, man. And a missile can pop in, man, and clash anything, man. Through the air invasion. Africa is open. No defense system in Africa. It's a shit, niggas. We need to wake up our ass motherfuckers, man. All this shit taking place here, we need to understand, is orchestrated by the people who are the manufacturers of these weapons, man. And they're supporting this agenda of crisis. Look at the cost of fuel right now in Bay Area in San Francisco. It was shifting from $4.6 per gallon to $6 per gallon. Motherfuckers, man, I was going too far, my nigga. So what's going on, my man? Putin is playing his cards right and he's gaining from the oil supplies. Yesterday he had a press briefing with his counterparts from Belarusian president Alexander Lukashenko. They stated very clearly they want peace. Isolation, it doesn't matter. They want to have what we call Russian trading bloc, Russian political bloc, Russian economic bloc, Russian social bloc. Integration of the Russian countries, the former Soviet angst states must rejoin the same union. That is what they want. The way we have European Union, the way we have AGOA in Africa, the way we have whatever we have in Southern Pacific is the same thing he wants to do, it establish there. And he will not allow nukes into his backyard, my niggas. This crisis is going to make world very difficult to live in at the moment, because the way Putin is trying to endorse and those military drills he's conducting along the Ukraine border, those drills are serious drills, man. And now Dobonsky militias, they are trying to evacuate civilians out of the region they annexed from Ukraine, man. Ukraine will not be taken as a wholesome country, but after every 4 years they'll be annexing a section of it and making it a state, and that state is controlled by Russia. That is exactly what's gonna happen, nigga. That's not a full brown war gonna break out there. Putin is very clever. He's a martial arts expert, and he has been power more than any other living president right now at a global powerhouse. You cannot do anything to that nigga, motherfuckers. Germans are coiling their tails because they know they need Putin because of the oil. Austria cannot join that war. They have a very big, huge budget for the Nord Stream gas exploration with Russians. They can't. France is panicking because its secret communications technology depends on Russian logistics and consulting and all those things. Even American NASA program depends on Russia for some technology. So Russia is winning, man. And Russia is a spoken country in the Bible. They come from the north. Armageddon, it will end up there in Jerusalem. We need to watch out. This unfolding story is not a joke, it's something that is serious. So we need to be spiritually upright. We don't need to sleep. We need to be awakened. We need to be sober. We need to be, argumented, marinated spiritually in a way that we will not be caught unaware in a situation that we don't understand. It's a once upon a time story, but it's coming to the reality. So share yourself for these nukes standoff awaiting us ahead here as we unleash the dilemma of what's next. Implications of this standoff is these are big nations. They produce a lot more than any other nation in terms of everything for humankind survival on this planet. And China is also another one. And if it invades Iran, is also something coming up. Iran will invade Israel. China will invade Taiwan and take it. What will Americans do? They don't have an option only to release the nukes, and they cannot do like they did in Japan, the Pearl Harbor and the nuclear Hiroshima atomic bomb. That shit cannot happen again, nigga. So, the bully from east and the bully from west, when they fight, the ordinary person suffers, the ordinary regime suffers. No any other country can rise up and talk and say anything. It's a war of the mighties, and those people are serious about it. They're not taking things for granted, and we should know. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. The Russian Lukashenko, that guy is a Putin's right-man hand. And they will take state by state. Latvia will be next. Estonia, Luxembourg, Slovakia, Serbia. They'll take all the states. Kazakhstan crisis, they will change the regime there. They put a regime that favors them through machineries and through their mediocratic KGB strategies. They know how to go about it. And CIA will do nothing. The FBI will do nothing. Cyber war has begun, and anytime Ukraine power grid can come to a standoff, their missile defense system can be deactivated by these motherfuckers from Putin side, these oligarch niggas. We need to wake up, man, niggas. We need not to buy time and be on the long side of this game, man. Let's understand the situation the way it is coming to us, nigga. If we don't, then we are in trouble. If we do, then we are on the safe side, because we can't watch this thing continue the way it's continuing, man. So we don't have anything to lose, but we have to gain a lot. But to gain a lot, you have to be in the light place, on light time. I really want to highlight on these issues because I know these are pending crises. It's something that is going to give a lot of problems to many people. We need to sober up and know what's the way forward. Buy food in quantity, in plentifulness. Make sure you have safe water. Make sure you have a banker. Make sure you withdraw money from the banking system. Make sure you convert into oxygen. Buy oxygen cylinders. Buy masks. Have a banker. Don't live in urban areas. Live in the rurals. Buy food. Grow your own food. Buy the seeds. Plant your own food, because for the next 6 months it's tribulations, man. It's gonna be catastrophic. It's gonna be tough, man. You see this the disintegration of the logistic supply chain because of the pandemic. It's the same thing gonna happen, and war is expensive. This situation we are facing here is a dire situation that nobody knows what it's gonna be. It is something that is going to give us a lot of problems. It's time to get out of the global system. Detach yourself from it. Throw away those banking cards. Throw away those credit cards. Throw away anything that has a pin. Just remain with cash at hand and plants on the ground growing where you can eat. And you dig your own bunker, maybe even if it is 20-30 meters down. Because this shit is real, man. It's gonna take place. It's gonna take place. It's gonna take place. And it is happening. And we do believe it's happening. All these conspiracies are for agendas, economic blocks, agendas, building capitals and supremacy, political supremacy. These things are fundamental to the ego of the West and the East. Africa has got no place to do or to pray. It has got no role, no diplomacy. It cannot even approach African Union and tell them what they think about West and East. They are toothless dogs, motherfuckers. They are keeping quiet, these African motherfuckers, president, man. They cannot even say anything about this situation going on, man. We haven't seen not even a single one raising any question and saying and questioning the war in Ukraine and debating about it, and their opinion be put in an international platform, even if it is through United Nations. They cannot do that. They are coward. Gaddafi was taken out and his regime was toppled by the West, and nobody in African Union raised hands or questioned and asked anything about it. This shit is going on, man. We need to rise up. We black people, we are the people, the chosen people. We love ourselves more than anything else. And this situation is going down is a white man fighting white man because they want to enslave the societies. That's why black people don't feature anywhere. And this guy, the Minister of Defense, who was put there as a black person by the Democrats, they knew that guy got no mercy. They knew that guy will implement anything the agendarists, the grumberists, and the New World Order conspiracy theorists want. He gonna implement it, and he doesn't care. These are the things we are going through, my people, and we need to come together and say we know. Remember, during the time of Obama, the elites in the West, they used him to topple Gaddafi, and that was the only appropriate time for them. Black man fighting black man. Fuck that shit, niggas. This is another time here we see a black man in a United Nations Secretary of Defense. He's a black nigga. That motherfucker gonna fuck things up, man. They're gonna use him to pull the trigger on Ukraine. And once he pulls the trigger on Ukraine, things he will go loose, man, niggas. Everything will break loose, man. Nobody gonna be safe anymore. Things gonna go haywire, man, niggas. This is the first time I'm talking about this shit. Give me those YouTube strikes or not, I don't give a fuck, you niggas. You have got to take this seriously, my man. I'm speaking the shit out here because you're not thinking. You're just laying down there, popping up shit on your bed, man. You don't even reason out what's going on in this world. This is a serious thing going on. It is something we need to speak about it openly. We don't need to hesitate or fight behind the curtains. We need to raise our voice and be heard by all this shit what's happening, man. It's going to come and knock at your door and you will not be able to do anything. Because these are prophecies spoken about many years ago and it's going to be a reality. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you need to come out and reason out. Go out on the social media and then go out and dig the archives and see what's going on, man, nigga. The shit is happening, man. And a black man is oppressed to death. He doesn't have anything. Already you owe these creditors all the money. And all the money you owe them is the money they want for the war. They know you cannot talk, you cannot say anything. And that is why all the African governments are keeping quiet on this war in Ukraine. They don't want to raise their voice because they owe West and they owe East. They need nuclear. They need nuclear technologies to cut down the cost of production and henceforth bring down the cost of living in Africa. And the only people who can do this at a compromise without coalition is Russia. And Russia is at war. You cannot point at it because you know it has invested in Africa. The West, you already owe them since the time of colonial masters. They have been pumping up all the dollars here. And all these African motherfucking presidents, they have been eating all this money. And you know that, motherfucker. And that's why I'm telling you, nigga, it's the time to withdraw all your fucking money from your bank account, man, nigga. Put it in your house, all these men, and make sure your children and all your wives are safe, man, nigga. Stop buying alcohol and spending money on things that are unnecessary. This is the survival time, man. It's the time to buy candles and put somewhere. You can even buy anything in fertilizer. You go dig a ground somewhere and bury it and forget, man. It's the time you see the old dog, what it does. It goes to the garbage den and picks the old bone, the bone that is decomposing, and put it on its teeth and then walk a distance. Go and dig a hole and bury it there. And once it buries there, it knows one day there's a rainy day, and that dog gonna come and take that bone and eat it. This is the same situation going to happen right now. If you understand what I'm talking about, you understand. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you fuck off. You understand? Look at the situation there in South Africa, what is going on. The operation to do the motherfuckers. Those people want to take the black people out. Why? It's because of poverty. It's because of poverty. Mali did a good thing. What they did, taking out the French troops from their region to control their own minerals and banning the French language as an official language. Fuck that shit. This is the thing. This is the way we should be. This is the way we should live. This is the way everything should be done. Right now, at the moment, Commonwealth doesn't serve any purpose. The Queen right now is on bedridden. That woman is about 95 years old, is almost passing out. And they know Charles, who is coming in as the next king, cannot be able to tolerate the nonsense. The New World Order is coming to praise motherfuckers, man. I was keeping on speaking this shit. I pop it out because I know you can pick a piece of this shit and then you digest it and then gonna help you somewhere, my nigga. And if you don't want to do that, then you are in problems on your own, man. I've spoken out my mind and I've told you what is going on. You need to take initiative and move forward. If you don't do that, then you're being shit, man. You will die, man. And you'll go, man. It's not a joke. Putin is serious, man. He wants his ego to be understood that he's a sitting president, and Eastern Russia cannot allow anybody from the West to come and penetrate its territory. This is something serious, man. You should take this situation very seriously. It's not a joke, man. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Trouble is coming your way, my nigga. Trouble is coming your way like a spoon. The way I'm feeding on this spoon is the same way problem is coming to you. You take your time and understand what I'm talking about, niggas. And if you want to hit that subscription button and give me some news, some views, man, I'll be happy. Make a comment there. I will not deter. I will not block you. I will appreciate it. We are engaging in a debate here. We want to know what is going on with these world leaders. They are putting us in a very bad situation. We don't know what is going to happen. Anyway, hit that subscription button and then we're going to talk about this more and more. Cool, man, brothers. Watch out.